Hello guys, it's Joe here with Podcast 404, and I haven't done this for a while, but I'm going to talk about something a little different this time. I'm not going to talk about something that's been in the news really, I'm just going to talk about something off the top of my head, because I don't want to just be a news channel here. We want to do loads of different things. But I was watching a YouTube the other month, and a YouTuber put up a video of him ranting about something that he called the DLC era for video games. And a lot of stuff that he said I agreed with, so I thought I would do a video on it as well, saying my views. And what the DLC era is like how when a game comes out nowadays, there's going to be so many more like little add-ons that go on throughout its life cycle. And it could be anything from a whole 2 hours extra gameplay to something really minute like wearing a fucking hat, which is ridiculous. But game companies, in my opinion, have some of them, not all of them, some of them have chose to exploit this, and they use it to their advantage to make much more money than they would do normally. Because I'm going to use some examples. I'm going to talk about Capcom, right? They made Street Fighter 4. Now, when they made Street Fighter 4, that should have been the finished game, but it wasn't a finished game, was it? Because after that, they released Super Street Fighter 4, and then this arcade edition as well, which the third one, it should have been what the first one was. Like, it should have been finished. It shouldn't have been, oh, let's rush it out now and then release another one 6 months later which is the finished product now, and charge the full whack again for it. I don't agree with that at all. And those are examples of games that are doing this wrong. And they're also releasing a game like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, right? They released a game, and then it's not the best fighting game, or whatever. They release it, and then they put extra characters up for about $5 extra, but the characters should have been in the game anyway, because if you look at the actual game's data on the disc, that it's got the data for all the moves, all the replays and all that shit already there. And why don't they just put them in the first place and save us from having to pay an extra £5 just for 2 characters, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's all done bad. I mean, what downloaded content should be is like, you got the full game, and then you get like little mini games at the end for your extra money. And in my opinion, there are still some companies and some games that do this right. I mean, my favourite series of games is kind of like, one of them is the Fallout series, and Fallout 3 and New Vegas, they've done DLC the right way. You know, they haven't released an unfinished game and then made you pay extra for what should have been there in the first place. They've added little extra parts of backstory. They've added little areas that you can explore when you've done with the game and such. And also, the new Deus Ex just came out. They've got DLC in the same sort of way that these guys are talking about. They give you an extra backstory. If you like the game and want to play more, that's what DLC should be. It should be a chance for you to get more for your money. It should be a chance for you to get more from the game. You can explore more story, not just pay for something that should have been there in the first place. Fucking hell. Well, that's me signing off for that. I don't know what else to say. I've ranted for a little bit, but yeah. Tell me in the comments that what you think about this. Obviously, I would like to hear your views and such, but yeah. Subscribe.